Hey everyone. So, as you know, I'm a huge fan of Sam Cooke. I love his music, it's so uplifting. I know at times he had a tragic life, and I think that's probably why I'm always drawn back to his music. There's a sort of mutual understanding there that's it's just so beautiful. Um, oh, let me do some shout outs. Of course, as always, Matt Smith. I see you all the time. I love to see comments, even if it's just a hi, even if it's just a wave. H, which is my friend, he's a Texan with a long name. Southern Thunder, Daxstar, Daryl, Harvey Dent, I haven't forgotten about Harvey. Chris F, he's in New York. Bradley Jones, my family, Steph Curry, Otis, O-Town, Like Sunny, Queen Mia, Queen Pearl, Bizwiz, Edwin, who's always looking after me to make sure that I'm supposedly taking care of myself. Shout out to Queen T. She's on my Instagram and she's always checking in on me too. We check in on each other because we both kind of have to be responsible. Blue, I have no idea where Blue is, but Blue's off doing stuff. Emily Elskins, or yes, her last name is a little different, but she's in my subs. I sub to her. She is very talented and she plays guitar and sings beautifully. She's the one that plays with Nefarious, real name Nimi. So if you guys want to call him that, you guys have my permission. Unk Tay and Philly B, which they've been with me a while. And Prophet of Rage is here with us too, which is wonderful. So much to learn from one another, and that's what makes me happy, is diversity. So much difference of opinion, and when we respect one another, Ezreth is another one, we just get more information. We don't have to agree. We're not sheep. We're not going to see eye to eye. I don't expect us to. I just want us to get along, to respect each other's points. For example, there is a woman here that I love just as if she was my own mom. And it didn't take me long just to be so close to her. And she's 100% all the way in. She's on Dax's side. There is nothing that anybody or anyone or any evidence or anything that's going to persuade her differently. I'm not going to try to do that. I went out of my way to tell her, I don't want you watching anything that I am going to say. I don't want you to watch anything that anyone else is going to say, because I don't want that to bring you down. So she agreed. And that's just that, you know, and the same thing for any of you. If you see something that I'm posting that you don't agree with, you don't have to watch it. Absolutely not. At all. I don't want you to feel sick to your stomach. No, baby. I don't want you to feel like, oh, well, I have to watch it. You know, she needs the views. I don't need you to feel sad. We had a dear friend here also, Brian. Brian always watches everything, but he's a huge Eminem fan. So I always, you know, make sure I put Eminem, because we're all fans of hip-hop, and that's where Harvey Dent comes in. That's where Unk Tay, Philly B, you got rap, you got R&B, and a lot of really lit music. And they also will share, like, well, we got to maintain, you know, let's talk about where it came from, the Bronx, New York, but even before that, where the origin is from. You know, you got Jamaica, and then you've got Africa. And, you know, there was toasts that were being done in Jamaica, and then there was the chants that were being done in Africa. And you combine that, and yes, there was different things, just like the Native Americans, they had their chanting and stuff like that. But very different, you know. So, and when it came here, it did branch out, and this is things I don't really like to speak on without Harvey Dent, because Harvey brings that narrative and more knowledge, and any of you are also welcome to speak on it, because I'm not a historian, and I'm not trying to change the narrative or make it facts or change history or erase history. Let me make that perfectly clear. I'm not here for that at all. If anything, I'm trying to bring it back around, because I'm starting to see it now, especially on Twitter. I don't mean to be disrespectful, and I call the Twitter generation the Twitter babies, but that's to give you kind of an insight of what I see out there. I see a lot of the younger generation disrespecting a lot of the older generation, and even the middle generation. They're just, well, what does it matter your opinion? And I'm like, do you not know who this is? This is like a brother, this is a sister to a legend. This is the middle person. This is the manager to so-and-so. This is the producer to so-and-so. It may not say it on their Twitter account because they're trying to be as normal as possible, but know your facts. You know, once again, there's another Eminem reference. Know your facts before you come at me, little goof. You know, that kind of a thing. So, unbeknownst to a lot of people on Twitter, I will go out of my way to ask these youngins questions. You know, well, who do you think is a great? Who do you think is a fabulous producer? Who do you think is the best of all time in R&B or greatest rap group? Because mine is Bone Thugs and Harmony. Absolutely 100%, along with Wu-Tang. What do you think of Big Pun? What do you think of oldies? What is your take on oldies? Who is an oldie to you? You know, and you'll see. I'll be putting new artists on, whether they're YouTubers, whether they're up and comers in whatever genre. You guys know that this is all kind of still fresh to me, and I'll make a lot of mistakes. A lot. I did that commercial for Black Rifle Company, coffee company. My husband died laughing because I told him, you should watch it. It was so simple, and it brought happiness to people because they laughed. He goes, yeah, they're laughing because since when do you call Black Gun Rifle Company? He goes, I mean, literally, he almost fell off of the couch laughing, but that's him. So, anyway, I'm gonna stop this, and I'll make a different video with Sam, because I hate doing that to you guys, teasing you guys like that. Yeah, but I told him, I said, what's so wrong with what I wrote? He goes, everybody knows that a rifle is a rifle. He's like, you're being redundant. I'm, oh, okay. So I got to go back and fix that. And if you guys don't see a lot of your requests being done right away, just forgive me. It's not that I am purposely trying to be a jerk. I am purposely trying to get a lot of things done. For instance, what happened with some people here with YouTube that I cared very much for. You guys know how big of a fan I am of Screw and everybody at SFJ Nation. They've shown me nothing but love. When I first came here, I didn't know anyone. If it wasn't for @ScriptWork, shout out to Uber and well, his name is Lem Collins and Marcus Monroe, but I call him Uber and Money. You know, when I give people nicknames, it's because I feel that much closer to them. I feel some kind of connection. The same with Nefarious. I knew Nefarious very, very a small amount of time, but in that small amount of time, I could hear my brother. I could hear Jimmy Fallon in there. And when you can hear people that you're familiar with, you tend to resonate with those people. And instead of hiding that, which is what my mom would always like, oh, don't get close to people. You know, my family was very, very standoffish, and we were always told to not trust anybody, and everything. We were always hiding from everyone, hiding from life, and not experiencing anything. And so now I'm kind of wanting to meet everyone and talk to everybody, and you guys are the most important. So that's why when I say things like, if you guys don't like my music, you know, make your own channel. Yeah, it's funny, and I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, but it's not that. It's because I want real people who want to be with me, not people who are just here to boss me around. There's my boyfriend, the train, who's telling me to stop talking because I'm just going to make everybody mad. And I'll probably do that. I always stick my foot in my mouth because that saying is absolutely accurate. I want everybody to feel happy when they come here, but for the most part, I want everybody to know where I stand. Unc Tay, for instance, he was cracking up because I was on a separate video, and it may have been a video for Upchurch, and I said, hey you guys, I really would like to show you different music. I said, you know, Kid Vicious is coming out with some new stuff, and I would really like to have you listen to some of it. And in the comments, Unc Tay goes, oh, new music, huh? Kid Vicious? That's new to me. And I knew what he was getting at, but at the same time, it's not new to him, but at the same time, it's new to a lot of you, just like Upchurch is new to him. So until I have a good variety of family here that knows my routine, that's like, okay, we got to have what we like, now we got to see what she's gonna put on and give our opinion. It'll be like a surprise. I'd rather have surprises every time than the same old thing, because the goodies like Sam Cooke, Michael Jackson, Diana Ross, the rubber bands, I mean, they're always going to be here, you know. Really, phone? You messed it up for me? But a lot of these new up-and-comers, they're gonna take off. And I would rather you guys already know and hear their music and decide for yourselves if you're going to support them or not, or give them a bit of advice. I know a lot of us don't want to critique or be rude or hurt their feelings. I feel that. But a lot of times you guys don't know that I talk to them beforehand, before I put them on here. I'll tell them, well, I don't like this, or could you take this out, or why does your voice sound like this, you know, because I don't know that that's not proper etiquette. I'm just telling them what I like and don't like. So, and they're coming to me because they know they're going to be reviewed. They know that they're going to be told things. So it is up to you to want the very best for them by reviewing them, by giving your critiques. So, and I appreciate all the check this out, check that out. A lot of the YouTubers here I have seen before. You guys had brought up King KTF, which is Preston. I have watched him implicitly, and he is very wonderful and also very busy. Vibe Villa, I've watched them also, and they are amazing too. They know their craft. I've also watched the Law Twins. They are adorable, and they made me laugh so hard when Eminem on Killshot talked about the Pac, Diddy and Pac line, and they hid underneath their desk, and then they just left. They left the area. I couldn't stop talking about it. And they also did Lucky You, and for the Spanish translation I made sure to put in the comments what it was. So There's quite a few that I've watched and followed before I decided I wanted to do my own channel and do something that suited me. Because I could watch Eminem all day long. I could watch Ludacris all day long. I could watch Sam Cooke all day long. I could watch Jackie Evancho all day long, or Wu-Tang, or Bone Thugs and Harmony. But sometimes you just want somebody else to choose and just throw in a mix. And until I get really good at this, I'm gonna keep stumbling. I'm gonna keep practicing. And now we've got Upchurch, who really embodies not just a new sound, but he's infusing that old sound, new sound so seamlessly. I almost feel like he's an alien. I really do. Never heard anything like it. I better go. Something's going on. I love you guys. I'll see you guys soon.